So, thank you, David, for spending your time today to discuss the future of IT supply chains. Can you start by providing a brief background of yourself?
Sure, sure, Dustin. Basically, I've been in the IT industry for the better part of 15 plus years. I've been working for global companies like NTT and Vario, as well as some regional companies like TIAC and Coughlin. My functional experience has spanned from account management to strategic partner development. And most recently, I'd say the better part of the last 8 years or so, I've been very active uh, working with a regional integrator with IT supply chain issues, IT procurement, and IT sourcing.
Thank you. My first question is, why are you so passionate about IT supply chains, and can you talk about what they are?
Sure, sure. First, as far as what they are, classically we think of the IT supply chain as, or I should say, it's really overly simplistic terms, as the flow of raw IT materials, if you will, boards, chips, hard drives, etc., to an OEM manufacturer. Maybe it's Apple or Lenovo, and then from there moving to a distributor or VAR, and then to an end user. And so, in short, it's the linkage of IT suppliers and customers, and it creates a long, if you will, supply chain, and hence IT supply chain. And I'm passionate about IT supply chains because they really provide people or organizations who really focus well on IT supply chain management. It really provides them with a strong competitive advantage. You see this on the global level with Apple and Dell, but you also see it on the local level with your how should I say, your VARs, where they're able to really have a well thought out supply chain or sourcing strategy so that they're able to really provide product and services to their clients very quickly.
What do you see as the future of IT supply chains?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. And basically, there are a few things. One, on the end user end, that is the client who's using the IT solution, it's going to become much more service oriented. You're seeing this with all these like software as a service, cloud solutions, things like that. So it's not just going to be product in the supply chain, but it's also going to be service. What we're also already seeing on the front end of the supply chain is that it's becoming much more globally dispersed. I mean, we're already seeing it now, and we're probably going to see it even more magnified, where suppliers at the front end are all over the globe, and so it becomes much more challenging to manage your your supply chain. And interestingly enough, with what's happening at the how should I say the end user end, where it's becoming more service oriented, in the middle, you're seeing these huge data center companies that are rising up, and so it's becoming more condensed, where there are a few very strong data center companies. And what is happening there is now they're becoming new supply issues, things of cooling requirements, power requirements that are really entering in a big way more upstream into the supply chain.
And who needs to pay more attention to IT supply chains?
Yeah, that's another good question. Basically, the OEMs tend to pay very good attention. I mean, they're very in tune with what's going on in the IT supply chain. Some do it better than others. Uh, Governments are starting to pay much more attention to the IT supply chain for various reasons. There's the concern about tampered goods, if you will, or how should I say, bad material getting into a supply chain and then creating a security issue for governments as well as end users. Also, the government is starting to pay much more attention to streamlining processes as well as, how should I say, moving to service-based solutions like what we said before. So they're starting to pay more attention to the IT supply chain. But probably the folks who pay the least amount of attention and who should probably pay more attention is the end user. The end user is usually just focused on what's coming through, that is the product or now the service, and it would probably behoove them to pay much more attention to the actual flow so that they could better predict if issues or problems arise.
Well, thank you, David, for sharing your views and some thoughts on IT supply chains and what the future is, and what's going to be in the future for supply chains, for IT supply chains.
Thank you very much, Dustin. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you.
Great. So I'll do the editing for this audio, and I'll